Hello, welcome to another video by the Casual NFL Fan, same name on Twitter. Like and subscribe. Let's talk about Gillette. Ashton Gillotte, interesting dude and profile. When I first watched him, kind of reminded me of Darius Smith with how he played, but he's a different type of athlete. Homie Gab said he's kind of similar to George Karlaftis. Not the same player, but similar profile athletically. But like, if George Karlaftis played like he was Darius Smith. So, interesting player there. Loves his stab club. More of a power rusher though. He's not really that great as a lateral athlete, but he's really good in a straight line. More of a linear athlete, which is better for edge players than inside. So some cool stats. Have looping and crashing, which is more for stunts. Crashing being the ear holder or pick man. Looping when you're getting around that dude. So usually for... It depends on the team, but Louisville does a good job of running these towards the man side of pass protections. They're pretty consistent with it. And so for crashing, even though it's not a lot of quote-unquote wins from it, he's not always asked to penetrate through, but he does for most of it. Sometimes he's crashing, like if he's lined up inside, crashing outside, he's just more looking to contain. Happened a few times in the Clemson game. And then looping, usually they loop to contain versus looping to penetrate and get pressure. And as a contain rusher, had a pretty decent amount of wins, which part of it is him being more of a power rusher and just him being able to, don't want to say tee off, but just beat dudes with power. And as a one-on-one winner, had a few reps inside. Pretty consistent when given one-on-ones, and for one-on-ones versus containing, it does depend on the situation and how you play things. So for one-on-ones, it's like if someone holds a guard, like a linebacker or DT, and tries to work away from you to give you more space, I would consider that more of a one-on-one. And depends on the situation. Like, you're not going to get one-on-one setup on the edge on like early downs or neutral situations, more passing situations. Whereas inside, you could get more natural one-on-ones. So a few of them are on early downs. And a list of his moves. As you can see, he's more of a power guy. Mainly stab club. Bull was more of a contain thing. And then use a chop. Went outside. He did spin a couple times, but spin wasn't really a main move that he did. It was more, he hits a club and swim, misses, tries to spin the other way. Stuff like that, but the club and swim was his main move, or club and rip, club and swim, main moves when he's working inside. Everything else was mainly outside moves, for the most part. Alright, I think that's pretty much it for intro, but, yeah, oh. Alright, cool. Let's get into Gillette. Interesting dude. So easy to tell who he is because of his long hair and single digit number. So here, 4i, reading the tackle. So tight fronts usually play a lot of react attack, which what that means is you're reading the O-lineman. So wherever the O-lineman steps, you match. O-lineman's gonna step here, so you match. Same foot. So he steps there, take the same step, strike through him. He has control of this block. Reading running back, sees running back cut inside. He just shed, make the tackle. Does this pretty consistently. Like, he's a nice player on the inside as a 4i. He's strong enough, smart enough. Good at reading blocks. And good at the edge too. So inside rep, it's like third and whatever. Passing situation. Here uses his famous move, stab club, or yeah, stab club. So with the stab, what it does with any power moves, if you use a power move, the O-lineman's gonna anchor down and sink his hips, because if you get jolted back, you're gonna fight that pressure back. So with the stab inside, what he's doing is he's making the O-lineman feel that pressure, and he's gonna double punch or anchor down into it, into that power. And so with the club, what that does is, since he's double punching and almost leaning forward, that club knocks him over, and you can see he's pulling him through with the stab hand. So he's almost push and pulling with the stab hand and just clubbing you down. And he's able just to get some good pressure. It makes QB make this throw. But as you can see, he's a really nice linear athlete. He moves in a straight line pretty good. I think he had a good 40-yard dash too, so checks out. But did it on the slide side, center was able to help. Game. Oh, he just gets wrecked here. I just like to include like funny plays too, like he gets demolished. He's reading QB though. Kinda sucks. Doesn't see that, but alright. 4-eye again. It's a one-on-one. Here he uses a club and rip. But you can kind of see the issues with his lateral movement. Like he's trying to hesitate to get him to slow down, get him to stop his feet, and he tries to plant and cross his face, work a club and rip. But he's not super good laterally, which kind of hurts you more as an inside rusher. On the outside, like you could just run through guys, kind of like this play. Yeah, this is what he's good at. He's so nice with bull rushes too. He gets hands inside and he shoots his hips through. Like he shoots his hips through like he's working on a sled. Just drives him back, keeps running his feet. Really nice. Look at his hips aligned where he's using power. It's a good rep. And I don't want to diminish it by being like, oh, it's Jacksonville State. You know, like it's a good rep regardless of opponent. Same issue with the lateral movement. So on the tight front, early down, like one dude. Like generally you have 4 rushers on base rushes. And the guy over the guard is going to get the one-on-one. So you have man protection here, fighting this way. This dude drops back. This DT contains. This dude works here. Get a one-on-one with Gillette and the guard. So, try to reading the tackle shoulder, playing 4-eye. Oh, it's a pass play. Get eyes on the guard. Takes a step to try to cross his face, but kind of the same issue of not being a great lateral mover. Misses with his hands. I think he's trying to work a club and rip again. Just gets his rush shut down, so. Riley Leonard making a play. Inside again, but here he's going to be crashing. This is a nice rep. He's such a good just linear athlete. Just being able to just ear hole a dude. They mess up here, but yeah, it's hard to pick up stunts. And they do it against the man side. So you have 5 guys, 5 threats. So big on big. 5-0 call, however you want to say it. And it's just hard to pass things off. Like O-linemen in college rarely do it good. Here's another good bull rush. Gets his hands inside, shoots his hips here. You see him get that power, that lockout, that extension. But here it doesn't look like he's trying to win because they're running a stunt inside, so he has contain. You can see Leonard's kind of deep in the pocket. So he gets that lockout, read what's going on. Okay, now I'm gonna hit a little club and rip underneath. And almost get to the QB. Now this is SMU, SMU on the right side. Stab, club, easy. So the tackle stops his feet, turning his hips to the sideline. So that club knocks him over and he pulls him through. Has like no power with a push. Gillette. But could kind of see him just like, he's just such a linear athlete. Like gets pushed a bit. Can't really turn the corner at a high level, but not really gonna ask him to. Probably his ankles. Like his ankles are kind of stiff. It's not really super bendy at his ankles, even though his hips move pretty well. Which, yeah, it's gonna limit him to be more of a power rusher. Like this is good. Him hitting the chop. It's not really a cross chop all the time. It's more like a chop, club, and rip. But takes a jab step, give him the punch, outside hand, chop it down, in a really bad position, hit him with a small club and rip through. Yeah, that sucks. It's a piece of him though. But yeah, so he's able to like step through here with the club and rip, but he's not able to like turn a corner super fluidly, super cleanly. But you can still hit these every once in a while. It's just going to be harder at the next level. Alright, right side again. Believe it's a bull rush. Oh no, stab club again. Yeah, he's just dominating these tackles with this. And him working inside, but even though he does pretty much have a good rep here, like the running back kind of slows us down. It's still not really good lateral movement, it's just him moving really good in a straight line, except he runs up and runs here, but he's running pretty much linearly. It still looks nice though, like he's really fast in a straight line, so he's gonna be a pretty good crasher and pocket pusher. That club again, yeah. Same issues where it's pushed this way, but you can't really just run through that contact. But after he gets around that contact, yeah, he's gonna get to you. Misses. Got the nonchalant Cam Ward, just making plays. Wonder if a FC South team would draft Gillette. Look at him go. He's trying to use a stab club again and just gets caught up a bit, but still turns a corner pretty nicely. Oh, you have linebacker Gillette. Look at him go. Sheesh. Hitting him with the club and swim. Club, swim through. Yeah, you can just see the stiffness. He's a nice player, like he knows what he's doing. Nice power rusher. Have him stand up. Oh, him trying to dip around the corner. You're not Von Miller. What are you trying to do, man? You're not Brian Burns. So they're blitzing, so he has just a PRC gap player, so he could just work outside. But yeah. What do you think you are? Who let him do this? Nice profile for a power rusher. Stab club again. Here, he gets a good punch first. He's taking his jab step. But he doesn't really get a good stab in. And the O-lineman gets his punch first. It kind of knocks him back. So it looks kind of goofy. Looks like he's like stuttering a bit. Does have small hands. Or arms and hands. Alright, 2-point stats outside. Got some outside releases, but just a nice power rush. Just easy. Just he's trying to use a stab forklift. Grab his outside hand. He can't really reset it to anchor down. He tries to though, but too little too late. Leg gets there. Good power rush though. And he's not even like fully trying to tee off, which is probably, was it 3rd and 2? Yeah, it's like still a bit of a neutral situation. It's an empty motion of running back, but still gets a nice rush in. Oh, that's it. But yeah, nice easy video. Talk about really cool player. Kept it under 20 minutes. Crazy. Just gonna repeat the same things pretty much. Power rusher, good with the stab club, bull rush, works a chop as a nice change up, and then yeah, so that's I have. Just show it again. It's based off of those 5 games as well as Pitt, Boston College, and one more game, but 8 games on the season, which is a good enough sample size, I'd say. Fine enough. Yeah, cool player. So, kind of said the comp before, but like the dude that wants to be like Darius Smith, but without the lateral movement, or I don't like to say worse, but like George Karlaftis cosplaying as Darius Smith, something like that. he use any of those comps. I think he's more of like a day 2 guy because he's nice power rusher, windows, good crasher, good pocket pusher, and he's a nice run defender too. And that's always going to be worth a day 2 pick. So yeah, cool player. All right, peace.